Welcome to another financially fabulous episode. I'm Limor, and I gotta tell you, you do not have to be a financial planner to be crushing it with your finances. I'm not. In today's episode, I'll be talking about the ways you can make money in real estate. Come on, this will be fabulous. If you are looking into investing in real estate, which I am a huge fan of, and you know by now I invest in real estate, you should probably know that there's 4 different ways that you can make money from real estate. The first one is through the monthly passive income. The second one is through appreciation. The third one is forced appreciation. And the fourth one is through equity accumulation. So let me talk about each of these 4 so you understand exactly what I mean. The first one is passive income, or your monthly income. And when you're considering investing in real estate, especially if this is your first investment property, but actually important in all of your investments, not just your first, is the monthly income, because that's really the point. If you want to have money coming into your account every single month, well, you got to make sure that you have enough positive income. So when you're taking a look at an investment property opportunity, what you're going to look at is how much rent you can get, and then take into consideration all of your expenses, so elements of your mortgage, your taxes, your insurance, your maintenance, your vacancy consideration, any property management, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then you're going to take a look and see how much money you have left over. The money that's left over is called your passive income, or your cash flow, or your monthly income. Who cares what you call it, as long as the money arrives in your account every single month. But if when you're looking at an investment property for the first time and you take all the expenses into consideration and there's not enough money left over, it does not make it a good investment. Because I think having money left over every month, cash flow, passive income, whatever you might call it, is the most important part when you're looking at any potential investment. The second type of money that you can make is through appreciation, or market appreciation. Basically, it's when the market goes up, or the value of real estate goes up, and as a result, a property is worth more today than it was a year ago, 2 years ago, 10 years ago, and hopefully in the future will go up as well. Now, I want to be totally clear that I do not have a crystal ball and that markets do not always go up. I'm sure you are well aware of many instances in all parts of the world, but particularly we're familiar with what happened down in the US, is that markets can actually go down. So that's why I think when you're looking to invest in property, the number one thing you need to always have is money every single month, so that cash flow. But you can have appreciation, so I don't want you to discount it. So way number 2 that you can make money is through appreciation. Way number 3, or the third way that you can make money, is through forced appreciation. Now, this is one that people don't think of as much, but if you have a property, if you've got a piece of real estate and you make some improvements, then the value of it goes up. And hopefully, if you're smart about it, the amount of money that you spend on improving the property is less than the value that it's increased by, and so then you actually create that extra value. Because if you spend $20,000 on a renovation and the value goes up by $20,000, you made no money, right? But if you're smart about it and you focus on elements that are maybe a bit more cosmetic rather than, I don't know, fixing a crack in the foundation, although you should fix one if you've got, well, really, if you are looking at a property and there's a crack in the foundation, don't buy it. But the point being, if you focus on elements that are a bit more cosmetic and add more value, then you'll be able to get the benefit from forced appreciation. The fourth way that you're going to make money through real estate is by just paying your mortgage every month. Or let me say, having your tenants pay the rent and then pay the mortgage every single month, because then you've got equity that's building up in the property that you can either, when you sell the property, take and use, or potentially refinance or put on a home equity line of credit. Now, I'm not trying to throw a whole bunch of jargon at you, but essentially, just by the very fact that you're renting it out and that the tenants are paying you the rent every single month, and you're paying the mortgage every single month, then you have additional equity that's accumulated inside of your property. You know, real estate is a really great avenue to get some passive income as well as other forms of income. You only have 24 hours in a day and you're probably already busting your butt working a ton of hours. I know I've been in that situation. And so with real estate, it's one way that you can start to make a little bit more money without having to take on another full-time or part-time job. That brings me to my tweetable today. The best way to build real wealth is through real estate. Even if you're just thinking about real estate, or if you haven't even purchased your own first home, well, especially if you haven't purchased your first home, it's actually something I recommend to potentially buy your first investment property instead of your first home. Here's a video that I did on it before. Make sure you check it out. But regardless of where you are, real estate is something I think you should seriously be considering. Even if your goal in your lifetime is just to have one investment property, it can make a significant contribution and a significant difference to your finances, both in the short term and in the long term. So here is my challenge to you. If you don't have an investment property, why don't you just start doing a little bit of research, doing a little bit of work. Start in your fuzzy slippers, in your pajamas, on one of the sites for finding a real estate property. Even start on like Kijiji or Craigslist and see what properties are out there that people are looking to sell. And then you can access the free downloadable below with the steps to purchase your first investment property. I'd also love it if you could leave a comment below letting me know how your journey is going and what you've discovered along the way. Did you like this video? Did you learn something? Subscribe to my channel, it's free, and then share it with your friends. If you want even more tips and tricks to make your finances fun and exciting, come on over to limor.money. I've got all kinds of resources for you to download. Remember, I'm not here to change who you are or how you live your life. I just got strategies to make you even more financially fabulous. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Till then, stay fabulous. The fourth one is equity accumulation. That's such a hard word to say. Equity accumulation.